Hello students, today we will discuss about mammography. What is mammography? Mammo means mammary glands or breast and graphy means study. Study of mammary glands is known as mammography, or you can call it as study of breast is known as mammography. Now, how will you define mammography? It is a radiological investigation of breast or mammary glands which uses low energy x-rays to examine the human breast. That means mammography is one such investigation which uses low KVP technique. Low KVP indicates the penetration power of the X-ray photon or energy of X-ray photon, and it is about 30 KVP. And mammography is used as a diagnostic and a screening tool. That means we can perform the mammography for both purposes, diagnostic purpose and screening purpose, both. In case of diagnostic mammography, we are performing the mammography with patients who are having symptoms of breast cancer, and in case of screening mammography, we are performing mammography with patients who are having no symptoms. That means for asymptomatic patients. Now, what is the goal of mammography? The goal of mammography is to detect breast cancer at early stage. That means the breast cancer must be detected at an early stage. If we are able to do so, that means the doctor will be able to provide treatment to the cancer patients. As you all know that breast cancer is the second leading cause of death from cancer in women. Each year approximately 2,60,000 new cases of breast cancer and 40,000 deaths from breast cancer have been reported in the United States as per the data. One of every 8 women will develop breast cancer during her life. And X-ray mammography has proved to be an accurate and simplest method of detecting breast cancer. The radiographer or medical imaging technologist who is operating the X-ray machine or who is operating the mammography machine must have exceptional knowledge, skill and patient caring. Like in 1992, the US government has given some regulations in the Mammography Quality Standards Act, that is MQSA, which set standards for image quality, patient radiation dose, personal qualifications and examination procedures. You can see this is the image of mammography machine along with operating console. What is operating console? Operating console is the area from where the medical imaging technologist or radiographer will operate the mammographic machine. Now coming to the next slide, that is working principle of mammography. That means already we have discussed about this on first slide, that mammography uses low KVP technique. That means we are using low energy X-rays in case of mammography. Low energy X-rays are produced by the X-ray tube. What is X-ray tube? X-ray tube, it is an evacuated glass envelope which consists of 2 electrodes. First one is anode and second one is cathode. When a stream of electrons are accelerated to high velocity by a high voltage supply, there will be collision of electrons with the target of the X-ray tube. And the cathode, which is acting as an electron source, contains a wire filament which is made up of tungsten, and when it is heated it will emit the electrons, and the process is known as thermionic emission. The target anode is struck by the impinging electrons which are accelerated from the cathode to the anode of the X-ray tube. X-rays will exit the tube through a port window of beryllium. That means there is one window which is known as tube output port, and it is mainly made up of beryllium. Why it is made up of beryllium? Because beryllium is having low atomic number. The atomic number of beryllium is 4. That means X-rays can easily penetrate, X-rays can easily pass through this window. Additional filters are also placed in the path of the X-ray beam. Why filters are placed in the path of the X-ray beam? To modify the X-ray spectrum or to modify the X-ray beam. The X-ray that passes through the filter are shaped by either a collimator or cone apertures, and further it is directed through the breast. That means there is one device which is attached to the X-ray tube, and it is known as collimator, and the basic function of this collimator is to provide shape and size to the X-ray beam. Now, how mammography is performed? During a mammogram, a patient's breast is placed on a flat support plate and is compressed with a parallel plate which is known as pedal. An X-ray machine produces a small amount of X-rays that passes through the breast to a detector which is located on the opposite side. The detector used can either be a photographic film plate which will capture the X-ray image on film, or it can be a solid state detector which will transmit electronic signal to computer to form a digital image, and the further image which is produced is known as mammogram. On a film mammogram, low density tissues, that means the tissues which are having low density, for example fat, will appear dark, and areas of dense tissue such as connective and glandular tissue or tumors will appear white on the X-ray image. That means on a mammographic X-ray image, low density tissues will appear dark, that means black, whereas high density tissues will appear white on the X-ray image. Now, what is anatomy of breast tissue? Breast, it lies between the second and sixth ribs from the sternal edge to the edge of the axilla. It is a mass of glandular, fatty and fibrous tissue which is positioned over the pectoral muscles of the chest wall, and the weight of the breast is approximately about 500 to 1000 gram. Now, this is the anatomical structure of the human breast. You can see the milk lobules, milk ducts, areola, nipple, fat, pectoralis major and pectoralis minor. Now, this is the anatomic correlation of breast. The first image is of anatomic structure of breast and second is of X-ray image of breast. In second image, you can see the glandular tissue supported by connective tissue is appearing white on the X-ray image. Why it is appearing white? Because it is having high density. Now, there are some risk factors for breast cancer. That means age, the older you are, higher will be the risk. Family history, genetics, that means presence of BRCA1 or BRCA2 gene. BRCA1 means breast cancer gene 1 and BRCA2 means breast cancer gene 2. And breast cancer gene 2 increases the risk of breast cancer, ovarian cancer, pancreatic cancer, gallbladder cancer and bile duct cancer. Breast density is also one of the risk factor for breast cancer. Menstruation, menopause, prolonged use of estrogen, late age at birth of first child or no children, if the patient is having previous radiation therapy to the chest, and education. These all are the risk factors for breast cancer. Now, second is, what are the different types of mammography? Mainly there are two types of mammography. First one is screening mammography and second one is of diagnostic mammography. Screening mammography is mainly performed on asymptomatic women. That means for women who are having no symptoms. And in screening mammography, we are taking only two views. First one is medial lateral oblique, that is MLO, and second is craniocaudal, that is CC. And in case of diagnostic mammography, we are performing mammography with patients who are having symptoms of breast cancer. And in diagnostic mammography, 2 or 3 views of each breast may be required to diagnose the breast cancer. Screening mammography in patients 50 years or older reduces cancer mortality. The American Cancer Society recommends that the woman must perform monthly breast self-examinations. Like in this image, you can see the early warning signs of breast cancer. That means the woman must know the basic symptoms of breast cancer, like visible lump, nipple discharge, depressed skin, bloody discharge, change or texture change. That means these all are the symptoms of breast cancer. Now, what are the different alternatives of mammography? Like X-ray mammography, it uses low energy X-rays, and the low energy X-rays will get absorbed in the breast tissue, and further it will increase the radiation dose of the patient. For that, we are having two alternatives of mammography. That means we are having two additional options to diagnose the breast. First one is breast ultrasound. What is breast ultrasound? It is another non-invasive procedure that uses high frequency sound waves to assess breast tissue. And the advantage of breast ultrasound is that this exam is painless. That means the patient will feel no pain, and it is not emitting any kind of radiation. That means in ultrasound we are using non-ionizing radiation, and non-ionizing radiation is safe for the pregnant patient or any kind of female patient. Typically, breast ultrasound is used as a supplemental screening method to help diagnose lumps, bumps, abnormalities found during a mammogram or previous exam. Breast ultrasound can also be used to determine whether a tumor is malignant or benign. That means in case of breast ultrasound, if there is appearance of breast lump or any kind of mass or lesion, in that case we can go for further interventional procedure, that is FNAC or biopsy. And with the help of FNAC or biopsy, we can confirm the type of tumor, whether it is of malignant or whether it is of benign condition. Second alternative of mammography is breast MRI. That means we are also having another option to diagnose the breast, that is breast MRI. It is another non-invasive imaging exam. Non-invasive means mainly there are two type of procedures. First one is of invasive, second is non-invasive. Invasive means the procedures in which patient will feel pain, like during surgical procedures. And non-invasive procedure means the procedures in which patient will not feel any kind of pain. And MRI also uses non-ionizing radiations. That means it uses radio frequency waves which is passed through the breast to form exceptionally detailed images. As you can see in the image, this is the MRI machine, and in MRI machine we are using superconducting magnets and radio frequency coils. With the help of coils, we are able to give radio frequency pulse, and we are able to receive signal also. That MR signal is further converted into MR image. And second image, you can see the lump in the breast, and lump is appearing white on the MR image. Why it is appearing white? Because it is having high density. Now we have another options for mammography. Earlier we are having only one option, that is X-ray mammography. But with the development in technology, now we are having two alternatives for mammography, like breast ultrasound and second is breast MRI. Now coming to the next slide, that means what are the different indications of mammography. For example, screening of asymptomatic women. That means if the patient is having no symptoms, in that case we can go for mammography. Screening of high risk women. That means the patient who are having symptoms of breast cancer or at high risk. Follow up of patients after mastectomy of same and opposite breast, same breast with implant. Investigations of benign breast diseases with nipple discharge or any kind of skin thickening. For investigation of breast lump, or in case of male breast evaluation also we can go for mammography. These all are the indications of mammography. That means if the patient is having any kind of symptoms, any kind of history, that means we can go for mammography. as soon as possible. Now, second is there are different types of radiographic views of the breast. That means in mammography, we are taking some additional views of the breast, and there are some standard views which are to be taken, like 45-degree mediolateral oblique, that is MLO view, and second is craniocaudal view, that is CC view. You can see in the image, first is RCC, that is right craniocaudal, second is LCC, that is left craniocaudal, third is RMLO, that is right mediolateral oblique, and fourth is left mediolateral oblique, that is LMLO. These all are the standard views which are to be taken in case of X-ray mammography. Now, next is who will perform the procedure, who will perform the investigation. The mammography technologist, the medical imaging technologist, or the radiographer who is performing the mammographic investigation will be known as mammography technologist. So, who will perform the procedure? Mammography technologist will perform the procedure under direct supervision, and she will perform specialized examinations of the breast to help in the diagnosis and treatment of disease in women patients. And what is the role of a mammography technologist? That means there is some role and responsibilities of a medical imaging technologist in radiology department. That means we have to deal with the patients only. And what is the role of mammography technologist? That means to educate patients. To educate patient means, that means before going for the procedure, before starting the investigation, the technologist must explain the procedure to the patient. She should give proper instructions to the patient so that the patient will cooperate during the procedure. Second is promote privacy and comfort of the patient. Third is perform breast and axilla palpation. Fourth is take proper history of a patient. That means before starting the investigation, before starting any kind of investigation, the technologist should take proper history of a patient. Produce high quality films for the radiologist to evaluate, informing the radiologist regarding any suspicious lesion. That means if she is finding any kind of mass or lesion is appearing on the X-ray image, it is the duty of a mammography technologist to inform the radiologist as soon as possible. Now, there are some benefits of mammography, and the benefits are: screening mammography reduces the risk of death due to breast cancer. That means if we are performing screening mammography, it is reducing the risk of death due to breast cancer. How it is also useful for detecting all types of breast cancer, including invasive ductal and invasive lobular cancer. The use of screening mammography increases the detection of small abnormal tissue growths which are confined to the milk ducts in the breast, are known as ductal carcinoma in situ, that is DCIS. And another benefit of mammography is X-rays usually have no side effects in the typical diagnostic range for this exam. And second is there are some risk of mammography also. What are those? There is always a slight chance of cancer from excessive exposure to radiation. That means if we are giving unnecessary exposure to the breast tissue, that means there will be some harmful effects of the radiation. Like X-rays are kind of ionizing radiation. It produces harmful effects in the body also. That is why during radiation equipment, that means during operating medical imaging modalities, we must follow ALARA concept in mind. ALARA means as low as reasonable and achievable. That means we must give as low as minimum exposure factors so that maximum information can be achieved. False positive mammograms, that means 5% to 15% of screening mammograms require more testing, such as additional mammograms or ultrasound. Most of this test turns out to be normal. And if there is an abnormal finding, that means if there is abnormal finding means if lesion is appearing, if mass is appearing on the mammographic image, in that case we can go for follow-up or biopsy, which is must to be performed. Most of the biopsies confirm that no cancer was present. For example, if we are seeing the lump in case of mammography or in mammographic image, in that case, to confirm the mass or to confirm the lesion, in that case we can go for additional interventional procedure, that is biopsy. And biopsy will confirm the lesion or particular lump, whether it is of benign type or it is of malignant type. But most of the biopsy studies confirms that no cancer was present. Last risk factor is pregnancy. That means if the patient is pregnant, in that case we must not go for mammography, because it is a high risk factor for mammography. Because in case of pregnant patients, we can't go for mammography. In that case, we are having another option, we are having another alternative. That means in that case, we can go for breast ultrasound or we can go for breast MRI, because breast ultrasound and breast MRI uses non-ionizing radiation. Non-ionizing radiation means it is not harmful for the patient. In that case, if the patient is pregnant, that means while taking the history from the female patient, you must ask about pregnancy. If he is confirming about pregnancy, in that case we are having another option, we can go for breast ultrasound or we can go for breast MRI. That's all for today. Thank you.